in terms of meeting guys or girls, I know there's a lot of frustration out there amongst a lot of Catholic singles where, they work 9 to 5, they come home, maybe go to the gym, and just in the environment that there's just not a lot of devout, faithful Catholics looking for a vocation. And so they're like, okay, where do I got to go? And maybe they go to a theology on tap, and they just can't find anyone who clicks necessarily. And so they want to try online dating through some of the good Catholic online sites. What is your take in general on not just going to a secular dating website, but to a Catholic one, to avoid the extremes of commodifying other people, of like, okay, where's my Christian Barbie doll? Where do I find, the holy Miss Universe, versus, just throwing in the towel. What would you say for people that are having recourse to online dating? Is it good? Is it bad? Good in moderation? What tips would you offer?
I would say it can be very good. I've met, and as you have, a number of couples that have met through different online dating sites, both Catholic and non-Catholic, and it's beautiful to see. In essence, what it does is that it makes it puts more fish in the sea, or good fish keepers, if you will, if we can follow the metaphor. And I think that these are times where it's necessary, where for various reasons we're just not having the same type of social interaction that other times did and had. So it can be good. It can be bad too. It can be bad for a couple different reasons. The whole, people put on the screen somebody that they're not really, and there needs to be more of a proximity to really see what a person is like. This whole phenomenon of distance relationships. Jason, when I was growing up, long distance cost a lot of money. And you couldn't have a long distance relationship if you didn't have, like, a $200-300 phone bill. But now with WhatsApp, with Zoom, and all these things, there's a lot of long distance relationships, and I think that's good. But people have to spend time with the person that is pursuing them, or they're pursuing, because there's no substance for that being with the person. So I think that sometimes people have maybe it all sounds and looks good on the screen, but you have to be with the person to see how they're doing. I ask questions when I'm preparing couples for marriage that I've actually asked men and women who are divorced. Like, what questions would you have wanted someone to ask you when you were preparing? And one of the questions is have they ever, like, gotten angry, and you're like thinking, is this the same person? Do they seem like a completely different person sometimes in some moments? And you only get that by spending time with somebody. And not to put fear in people's hearts, but some people are dealing with stuff that they need to deal with before they get married. Can I get an amen? And it's like the person you are is the person you will be. The best predictor of future behavior is current behavior, right? And so when people are dating online, uh, that's an important factor. And it's in essence, it's people who are sharing this belief and this faith, which is an essential component. But there are other components that are also necessary, maybe not as important, but also, necessary for them to have. And you kind of, like, want to have it to where it's at least where you're healed enough to take the next step. And that's what I try to share with people. Ask people if some of these things are happening. And it's beautiful to see a lot of people grow in these ways, even online. So I usually say go for it, but make sure these things are happening.
Yeah, I remember hearing a useful expression that some guy said, look, I believe in online meeting, but I don't believe in online dating. And to me, it's like, okay, that's spot on. Like, yeah, these can be an unprecedentedly difficult time to find a future godly spouse, but technologically, we have these new tools that are disposable, and they're not objectively evil. And these are great meeting points, but, is it realistic? Okay, she lives in Abu Dhabi. and she's not allowed to leave the country, and like I can't leave Scotland. Like, is this really going to work? If there's no founded hope that you're going to be able to live within the same zip code within the next decade, be careful with your heart. Not just your body and the times that you get together, whatever, but just like your heart. Like, is this really realistic? Because, like you said, dating's got to take place face to face. You've got to see the good, you got to see the bad, you got to have family interactions, you got to see them at their best, their worst. I'd heard of one couple where a girlfriend got in her first argument with her boyfriend, and she came home crying to her dad, and the dad was like, yeah, like he was like applauding that they got in their first fight, and she's like, why are you clapping? And he's like, this is great. Like, you get to see now, can you guys disagree respectfully? Or does he go low? Does he chop down your intelligence and question your memory and oh no, your remembrance is wrong, and start gaslighting you and changing the subject and blame shifting? And it's like, what am I dealing with here? And you're not going to get a lot of that on an online relationship. You're just not, because it's so easy to get on Zoom and just be the best version of yourself and then click off and you're done. So, is it possible for you guys to be in the same vicinity relatively soon to get to the next level of discernment? If not, then maybe it's best not to get too invested, right? So
I completely agree. 100%.
Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that little clip, but if you want to see the whole episode where this came from, just click the link here. And in the meantime, we want to invite you to help us share this message, and there's a couple things you can do real quick. Number one, if you like or comment or share this video, YouTube will actually show it to more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We release videos every single day, and you'll be notified as soon as those come out. If you want to help us also to spread this message, you can support us at patreon.com/Jason Evert. That helps us to create these videos and show them to the whole world. God bless. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that little clip, but if you want to see the whole episode where this came from, just click the link here. And in the meantime, we want to invite you to help us share this message, and there's a couple things you can do real quick. Number one, if you like or comment or share this video, YouTube will actually show it to more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We release videos every single day, and you'll be notified as soon as those come out. If you want to help us also to spread this message, you can support us at patreon.com/Jason Evert. That helps us to create these videos and show them to the whole world. God bless.